What's up, guys? So I got my Tippmann Cronus right here, the 50 cal version. I was using it originally. I basically did everything I could without like dremeling things and cutting into stuff and all that. Uh, I did as much as I could to try to get it to hit hard. Um, is pretty much getting like with the little nylon balls that weigh 1.4 grams. It was hitting like 7 joules or something like that. It was hardly uh, effective, I guess you could call it. Um, so I bought a valve for it and a rear bolt for it, and they fit. Everything works. I just want to show you the differences. I'm gonna have a video up. I have a list of videos that I've edited and stuff, and everything that I'm putting out, aside from these random like saber videos or like this video right here, this is filmed today. The other stuff that I'm putting out with like the joules and joules per square inch and all that stuff, I'm outside in the backyard shooting. Those were probably like 4 days old, 5 days old. But this is the original valve, and you can see this is where it lets out air, and this is the 68 caliber version. This is the 50 cal Tippmann Cronus. The Tippmann 98 custom valve fits in the power tube, which is this thing right here. So this is where the valve sits inside. It was the same outside diameter. I went to my local paintball store. They actually didn't have one in stock that I could look at to compare it. It is a little bit shorter, but that part is not affected. It being shorter doesn't do anything. The hole where the air tube goes in is the same size. This threaded nut that goes on the air source line, that silver piece in the middle of the screen, this fits both valves. The threads fit both valves. And the other thing that's a critical part of it fitting correctly is these holes that you put screws in, and then this attaches the power tube to the inside of the launcher or paintball gun, paintball pistol, paintball marker. This attaches the valve to right here and here. So that those all line up. Everything works fine like that. I was a bit skeptical because I couldn't actually see the 98 valve because my local shop didn't have any in stock. But I just took a chance that it would fit because the rear bolt was like a mirror image, like a perfect match for the stock bolt. And I'll show you that right now. I'm just fixing this airline thing. So that's what all these random pieces are. It's all the inside of the Tippmann Cronus. This was the stock rear bolt. Notice this big empty space. That's weight that is missing from this. So I weighed it on my little scale thing right here. This one weighs 106 grams, like 106.1. And this is the one that I bought. It didn't come with the O-ring, so I just swapped the O-ring from my original one onto here. It fits perfectly fine. They're the same length. I think the heavier one looks like it's like just a smidge longer, but they're the same outside diameter stuff. They had this at my local paintball store, and I measured it, and it was like the exact same thing. And then they both have the sear on the bottom, the hole on the side for your charge handle to fit in, because this needs to go in there so you can pull the spring back to cock the thing. And it has the bolt plug right here. So it didn't come with the bolt plug. I just swapped it out from my original one and the charge handle. So this fits perfectly fine. This piece from Rockstar Tactical was like $10.99, I think. This bolt. This one weighs 128 grams, and this one weighs 106 grams. So there'll be more weight striking the valve, and the Tippmann 98 valve, it has like way more airflow in it. So this is where the air is going to be expelled from, and it's totally just wide open. This 50 cal valve, you only have those two little holes expelling air out everywhere. So that was basically why I wasn't getting high speeds, because the air was so restricted. So I'll bring up a video a couple days. I have other stuff that is already edited and processed. I'm just kind of releasing them slowly because I know not everyone watches everything. Um, so this one has 3 air channels where the air flies out down the power tube because it's oriented this way. So the air comes out here and it comes out through this little tube thing. I can't change the power tube because then I'll have to change everything to make it 68 caliber version, but I want this to stay 50 cal. And I need to change the spring in here. So I was watching videos. The only difference between this 50 cal valve and the 68 cal valve is obviously the 68 one is shorter, but it doesn't matter because these threads match and these fastener screw holes match, so everything fits. I've already shot it, it works fine. But the pain in the ass thing is this cap. I had to figure out how to push this down and pull that clip out of there because there's a black clip around the edge right here that you can kind of see, and I need to push this cap down and pull that clip out. And I think I might be able to get like a screwdriver in there and like kind of fling it out, but it's sort of like a like keychain coil, but it's hard to push that down and get that coil out, and there's nothing really I can uh, set in here to keep this cap down. So I'm gonna have a hell of a time opening that up. And the whole reason for that is because I have the lightened valve spring in here, and if I have a lightened valve spring in the new um, valve, this thing will be able to stay open a little bit longer, the air passageway, and it'll be able to shoot more air out the end of the power tube. So I'm basically trying to get this spring that was from this kit that I bought for my Tippmann A5. I'm trying to get this spring in this thing, and yeah, this is going to be a mission. I've seen a couple videos and it does not look easy, and the guys that show it don't do it on camera, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do this one by myself, or I'll find another video and see if there's any other tips or tricks I can learn from those videos. So for now, I'm basically just trying to open this up and switch out that spring so I can get the valve to stay open longer. This is pretty hard to push, so yeah, I really want that other valve spring in there. So anyways, that's it. I'll have the Cronus video out in a couple days, and I think there's 5 or 6 videos before it that are already edited and stuff. But yeah, you guys have a good one, and see you next time. I forgot to mention, this piece was $25 from Rockstar Tactical, and yeah, this was, I already told you, but this one was 11. So these weren't that expensive of an upgrade piece. I was just more wary of this not fitting the power tube because I didn't have one to look at to fit it up in there and stuff. But luckily it works, and it came with everything: the valve seat, the spring that I don't want, and the O-ring and the pin, like all that stuff came with it for 25 bucks. I could have just bought the body, but then I didn't even know that this was different. I thought it was like this with the pin that goes through the middle and then cap comes out. I didn't realize it was like this. That's why I wanted to see it, but my local shop didn't have one. So anyways, yep, that's the new valve, way more air flow, and you'll see that in the video that I make. It's not stupendous or anything, but it's a big upgrade. Anyways, see you guys next time.